with Jamie Stride, who, along with his wife, is owner-operator of Island Falconry.
Island Falconry.
And it's up-and-coming business. And Jamie, tell us about how you got into this.
Well, Wade, it first started as a hobby, and it quickly transformed into a small business, which we're very happy to and very proud to say that we're able to do something we love each and every day. And so essentially as a hobby as it started. Yeah.
And this bird is, what kind of a falcon is this?
This is a male Saker falcon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a juvenile, just 1 year of age, and just finishing up his training and ready for some flights here in the upcoming summer.
That's great. And you have how many birds?
We work with 7 birds in total. Yeah.
And then what started as a hobby has now become really a service that you're providing.
It's become a natural pest bird control service, and so in a nutshell, we're hired out by those in need of pest bird control.
So when you refer to pest bird controls, that might be robins eating grapes or crows and seagulls kind of perching on a roof or whatever.
Absolutely, yeah. Any sense of the term where birds become a pest in an area that needs to be controlled. That's where we come into play. So from starlings to pigeons in dairy farms and warehouses to seagulls and crows in large industrial zones.
So tell us then just how this would work if, from the perspective of the crow or the seagull. So if they get perched on the peak of a building where the owner might prefer they weren't there. So what does the falcon do to put the run on them?
Well, I mean, naturally speaking, a falcon is a hunter of birds. It's going to want to hunt at certain times, so we simply coincide our visits with their need and want to hunt and match it to the presence of the pest birds. And what it does, simply put, is you put a natural predator in what was a safe zone for the pest birds, and we alter that behavior.
Great. And
So
the crows and the seagulls decide they might as well camp somewhere else.
It's a safe bet to do so.
And how long will that last before you might have to come back again?
Well, every situation differs. Sometimes as little as 2 or 3 visits can keep a flock of crows from a favorite roosting site for up to a year. Other times it takes 3 and 4 visits a week to establish proper presence.
And the birds themselves, there's a fair amount of training involved?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a heavy dedication on the falconer's part, and these are independent creatures. They have no social connection, so it changes the scope of how you train an animal. Generally speaking, you want to spend at least 2 to 4, even sometimes 6 months to have a well-trained, properly trained bird.
And the training, is that around kind of rewards, food? Or
all based on positive reinforcement, using food as a reward.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And what would be the life of a falcon?
Well, that changes upon species, and generally speaking, anywhere from 6 to 8 years upwards to, in a falcon's, upwards to 25 years. Yeah.
So back on the business side of this, is this something that you were sort of aiming to or planning to get into, or did that sort of happen along the way?
I've always been open-minded, and opportunities sometimes present themselves. I'm quick to welcome them. So it was always kind of there, but it started as a hobby, and almost overnight afterwards grew into a small business once I recognized
To respond to the need.
Absolutely.
That's great. And is this something that can keep you going sort of full time, or how does that work?
It's definitely a full time. We have our seasonal spikes like most other small businesses. However, we do operate 12 months a year and provide 12 months service throughout the year for some of our customers.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Great. And then looking after a family of 6 on
Absolutely.
Falconry.
Yeah. So we're a busy household, but we enjoy it, and we wouldn't want it any other way.
That's great. Well, I'm glad to get here, Jamie, and congratulations to you and your family for putting this, offering this service.
Oh, that's no problem at all. We're happy to have you here today for sure.
That's great. Thank you. Good.
You're welcome.